Functions Part 5.
Hi, hello everyone. For this session, we will discuss new concept domain and range. So, domain means the set of all input values, and range means the set of all output values. So, for example, f of x is equal to x plus 1. So, this is any function. If you substitute x is equal to 0, so clearly this is some y. So what is y value? 0 plus 1, 1. If x is equal to 1, so what is y value? 2. If x is equal to minus 1, so what is y value? 0. So clearly these are all x values are what? Input values. So means these values are domain values. And these are all are output values. So clearly these values are range values. So this is the difference between domain and range. So here are some conditions for domain. See that conditions. So for example, a given function in the form of f of x by g of x. See here, if g of x is 0, then it is something by 0 is undefined. So in that case, this given function is not defined. So that's why here g of x is not is equals to 0. Okay. And second one, if given function is in the form of 1 by f of x. So clearly if denominator is 0, then given function is not defined. So that's why here f of x is not is equals to 0. Okay. Now if given function is in the form of root f of x. So you know that your f of x values are always positive. If it is negative, root of negative, not possible in functions. So that's why here f of x is always positive. So clearly this can be written as f of x is greater than 0 and equal to 0 also there. Okay. And fourth one, 1 by root f of x. Here you know that root f of x. If root f of x is there, f of x is greater than or equals to 0. But here if equals to 0, then it is 1 by 0 is undefined. So clearly in this case, we have to write f of x is greater than 0 only. So next condition, log f of x. So you know that log of negative value is not possible and log 0 undefined. But here f of x is positive. So in this case f of x is only positive. And see the sixth one, 1 by log f of x. If log f of x is there, f of x is what? Greater than 0. So f of x is greater than 0. And one more condition. So whenever denominator is 0, if f of x is 1, see here, if f of x is 1, then it becomes 1 by log 1, that is 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is undefined. So clearly f of x is not is equals to 1. So see the next condition. X minus alpha into x minus beta is less than or equals to 0. Eighth one, x minus alpha into x minus beta is less than 0. Next one, x minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than or equals to 0. So next one, x minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than 0. So here in these four conditions we have to find the x interval or x values. So how to find x value? So using the real line. So for example, x minus 1 into x minus 2, okay, it is less than or equals to 0 and less than 0 and greater than or equals to 0 and greater than 0. So we have to find all these conditions. So for that we have to draw the real line and locate the roots. So what are the roots here? 1 and 2 are the roots. So locate the roots on real line. So for example, so if you substitute x values above 2, for example x is equal to 3. 3 minus 1 positive, 3 minus 2 positive. So positive into positive, outcome is positive. So means if you substitute any value and that values are greater than 2, so in that case this expression gets a positive sign. So for example, if you substitute between 1 and 2, for example 1.5, 1.5 minus 1, positive, 1.5 minus 2 negative. So positive into negative, negative. Then clearly if you substitute any value between the interval 1 to 2, then this expression gets negative sign. If you substitute below 1, for example 0, 0 minus 1 negative, 0 minus 2 negative. So clearly you get a positive sign. Okay. Suppose this is alpha and this is beta. Here condition is what? Alpha is less than beta. So in all cases you have alpha is less than beta. Okay. Now see here first one is less than or equals to 0. So less than or equals to 0 means this expression is negative. So where it is negative, between 1 and 2, this expression gets a negative sign. Therefore x belongs to alpha comma beta. But at x is equal to alpha means at x is equals to 1 becomes 0. At x is equals to 2 also it becomes 0. Therefore x belongs to closed interval 1 to 2. Because of your equal to symbol is there. Whenever the equal to symbol is there, then you have to write close brackets. Now we are only less than 0. So clearly x belongs to alpha comma beta open interval. Now it is greater than or equals to 0. See here, greater than or equals to 0 means positive sign. Where it is positive, above 2 is positive, below 1 is positive. So therefore x is less than or equals to alpha comma x is greater than or equals to beta. So that means x belongs to minus infinity comma alpha closed union closed beta comma infinity. Now last one, only greater than 0. So write in place of closed brackets, write open bracket. So therefore x belongs to minus infinity comma alpha open union beta comma infinity. So these are the all domain conditions. Here one more condition, domain of f of x plus g of x or f of x minus g of x or f of x by g of x are there, then find domain of f of x and domain of g of x. Okay. Then domain of f plus g, that is domain of f intersection domain of g. This is the finding the domain of sum of two functions or difference of two functions or division of two functions. So in that all situations take domain of first function intersection domain of second function. See our next one, conditions for finding the range of the given function. So first condition, let the given function is equals to y. Okay. Now write the given function in terms of y and apply the domain conditions, then you will get the range of the given function. So for example, f of x is equal to under root of 1 minus x square is there. So for finding the range, let given function is equals to y. So that is y is equal to under root of 1 minus x square. Now write a given equation in terms of y, that is y square is equal to 1 minus x square. So x is equals to how to write under root of 1 minus y square. Now clearly this function in terms of y, and then apply the domain conditions. So what are the domain conditions here? Root f of x. If root f of x is there, f of x is greater than or equals to 0. So then you will get the range of given function. That is the first condition. Now second one, find the domain of given function and substitute the domain values in given function, then you will get the range of given function. So for example, f of x is equal to x minus step x. But in this case you can't write the x value because of step x is there. But in this situation we have to find a domain of given function and substitute the domain values in given function, then you will get the range of given function. So these are the conditions for finding the range of given function. So next one, even and odd functions. So even function means, so see here, if f from a to r and a is subset r equals to r, then f of x is said to be even function if f of minus x is equal to f of x. If f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, so in this case given function is odd function. So for example, f of x is equal to x square and cos x. See here, first find f of minus x. So what you get, minus x whole square is x square. Again you will get same function. So in this case the given function is said to be what? Even function. And cos x, find f of minus x, that is cos of minus x. So clearly you get cos x, that is f of x. So in this case the given functions are even functions. So next one, odd function. So for example, f of x is equal to x cube comma sin x. Now find f of minus x. See here, f of minus x. What will you get? Minus x whole cube. This is minus x cube. You get minus f of x. And find f of minus x for sin x. You get sin of minus x. This is minus sin x. This is what? Minus f of x. If f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, so in that case, given functions are what? Odd functions. So these are the examples of even and odd functions. Step function. So this means let f of x be any function and it is equals to bracket of x. So this type of function is called step function or greatest integer function, and whose values are less than or equal to x, that depends on x values. See here, for example, x belongs to integer. Okay. Now f of x. So what is that? Step x. Here x belongs to what? Integer. Take x values, x is equal to 0. So what is step 0? 0 only. So means here equal. if x is equals to 1, step 1 is 1. If x is equals to 100, step 100, 100. So clearly, if x is integer, in that case, step x is equals to what? X. Okay. And second case, if x is not an integer, that is, if x is does not belongs to z. So in that case, you have to find step x values. See here, for example, x is equal to 1.5. Now step of 1.5 is equals to what? See here, what are the values of step x? Less than or equal to x. So whenever it is equal, if x is integer, it is equal to x. Otherwise, it is less than x. So means here x value is 1.5. So less than this value. So that is 1. For example, x is equals to 1.9. Here also 1. For example, x is equal to minus 2.7. Now step of minus 2.7. So values are what? Less than. So means less than of this is what? Minus 3. For example, x is equals to minus 19.8. So in this case, this value is minus 20. So clearly, if x is integer, then values are equal to x. If x is not a integer, values are less than x. So these are the steps for greatest integer function. So see here, now we will discuss the few problems on domain and range. So see the first one. Find the domain of the given functions. So see the first one. 1 by x square minus 1 x plus 3. Now here you have to apply the domain conditions. So see here, clear it in the form of 1 by f of x. So you know that if 1 by f of x is there, so you have to write denominator is not is equals to 0. Okay. Because of if denominator is 0, in that case given function is not defined. So that's why denominator is not is equals to 0. So that is x square minus 1 into x plus 3 is not is equals to 0. So clearly x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x plus 3 is not is equals to 0. So what are the x values? Not is equals to minus 1 comma 1 comma minus 3. So except these values, remaining all values are satisfied for given function. So therefore domain is R minus 1 comma 1 comma minus 3. So this is the domain of a given function. Next, see the second one. So clear it in the form of 1 by log f of x. So what are these conditions? F of x is greater than 0 and f of x is what? Not is equals to 1. Okay. So clear what is f of x? 2 minus x. So 2 minus x is greater than 0 and 2 minus x is not is equals to 1. So clearly from this x is not is equals to 1. Now here 2 is greater than x is less than 2. Therefore domain is x belongs to less than means write minus infinity comma 2. Here not equal to is there. So write open bracket. But here x value is not is equals to 1. So remove 1 from this interval. So next is third question. Square root of 4x minus x square. See here it is in the form of root f of x. So what are the root f of x conditions? F of x is greater than or equals to 0. Therefore, 4x minus x square is greater than or equals to 0. Now x square minus 4x is less than or equals to 0. This is x minus 0 into x minus 4 is less than or equals to 0. So clear it in the form of x minus alpha into x minus beta is less than or equals to 0. So what are the x values? X belongs to closed interval alpha comma beta. So here alpha is less than beta. So clearly alpha is 0, beta is 4. Therefore domain is x belongs to closed interval 0 comma 4. So this is the domain of a given function. Next, see the fourth question. So clearly it in the form of 1 by root f of x. So here f of x is what? Greater than 0. So what is f of x? 1 minus x square. So 1 minus x square is greater than 0. From this x square minus 1 is less than 0. So clearly this is x plus 1 into x minus 1 is less than 0. Now again it write as x minus of minus 1 into x minus 1 is less than 0. So it is in the form of x minus alpha into x minus beta is less than 0. So in this case x belongs to what? Open interval alpha comma beta. Okay. Therefore your alpha is minus 1, beta is 1. So domain is x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. So this is the domain of a given function. See our next one. Root f of x. Clearly f of x is greater than or equals to 0. Therefore x square minus 25 is greater than or equals to 0. So clear it in the form of x plus 5 into x minus 5 is greater than or equals to 0. So again it is x minus of minus 5 into x minus 5 is greater than or equals to 0. This is alpha and this is beta. So you know that x minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than or equals to 0. Then x belongs to minus infinity comma alpha closed union beta comma infinity. So this is the x values. Therefore domain is what? X belongs to minus infinity comma alpha. What is alpha? Minus 5. This is closed union closed beta, that is 5 comma infinity. This is the domain of a given function. Now see the next condition. 1 by f of x. In that case f of x is not is equals to 0. So therefore 6x minus x square minus 5 is not is equals to 0. So clearly this can be written as x square minus 6x plus 5. This is also not is equals to 0. Now this is x minus 1 into x minus 5 is not is equals to 0. Therefore x is not is equals to 1 comma 5. So except these values and remaining all values are satisfied for given function. Therefore domain is r minus 1 comma 5. So remove 1 comma 5 and real numbers. That is the domain of a given function. So see the next question. Question number 7. Square root of x square minus 1 plus 1 by square root of x square minus 3x plus 2. Now see here, find the domain of this function. So clearly domain of f plus g. How to write? find domain of f and find domain of g and take intersection of these two domains. You will get a domain of f plus g. Okay. Now clear it in the form of root f of x. So root f of x values. F of x is what? Greater than or equals to 0. And here it in the form of 1 by root f of x. In this case, f of x is greater than 0. So you have to apply these two conditions for given functions. See here, first one, x square minus 1 is greater than or is equals to 0. This is x minus of minus 1 into x minus 1 is greater than or is equals to 0. So this is alpha and this is beta. So how to write? Therefore, x belongs to minus infinity comma minus 1 closed union closed 1 to infinity. This is the domain of first function, that is root x square minus 1. Now find domain of this function. So in this case f of x is greater than 0. Therefore x square minus 3x plus 2 is greater than 0. This can be written as x minus 1 into x minus 2 is greater than 0. This is alpha and this is beta. So x minus alpha into x minus beta is greater than 0. So in this case x belongs to minus infinity comma 1 union 2 comma infinity. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Therefore domain of given function. Therefore domain is x belongs to minus infinity comma minus 1 closed union 1 comma infinity. So intersection of this minus infinity comma 1 union 2 to infinity. Okay. So take intersection of these two. So clearly what is the intersection part of these two? Draw the real line and locate the points minus 1 next to 1 2 minus infinity comma minus 1, that is this one, and minus infinity comma 1, so this one. So clearly what is the intersection part? This is the intersection of part of both of this. Next second one, this is 1 to infinity and this is 2 to infinity. So clearly intersection part is what? 2 to infinity. This is the intersection part. Therefore line is x belongs to, what is the intersection part? This one, minus infinity comma minus 1 closed union 2 to infinity. This is the domain of given function. So see the 8th question. So clear it in the form of root f of x. So what are the root f of x conditions? F of x is greater than or equals to 0 and this one 1 by log f of x. So clearly these conditions are f of x is greater than 0, f of x is not is equals to 1, and apply these conditions. So first one, x plus 2 is greater than or is equals to 0, x is greater than or equals to minus 2, that is x belongs to closed interval minus 2 to comma infinity. And find the domain of this. F of x is greater than 0, that is 1 minus x is greater than 0, 1 minus x is not equal to 1. Therefore x is not is equals to 0 here. Here 1 is greater than x, x is less than 1. So x belongs to minus infinity comma 1, so minus 0. Now take intersection of these two. Because of domain of f plus g is domain of f intersection domain of g. Now see here, find intersection. So draw the real line, locate the points -2 and 1. So first one -2 to infinity. So this one. And the second one -infinity comma 1. So clearly what is the intersection part? -2 to 1. Therefore domain is x belongs to closed -2 comma 1 open -0. So this is the domain of a given function. So see the ninth question. Square root of log 3 minus x by x base 10. See here it in the form of root f of x. If root f of x is there, f of x values are greater than or is equal to 0. And one more condition, log f of x. So what are the log f of x conditions? F of x is greater than 0. So here we have to apply these two conditions for given function. So first one, log 3 minus x by x base 10. It is what? Greater than or is equal to 0. So clearly 3 minus x by x is 10 to the power of 0 is greater than or equal to 1. Now this is 3 minus x is greater than or equal to x. 3 is greater than or equal to x plus x, 2x. X is less than or equal to 3 by 2. Therefore x belongs to -infinity comma 3 by 2 closed. This is the first one. And for second one, we have to apply log f of x, that is f of x is greater than 0. So what is f of x? 3 minus x by x is greater than 0. From this, x minus 3 by x minus 0 is less than 0. For this, you have to find x values. So draw the real line and locate the points 0 and 3. And substitute the x values greater than 3. For example, x is equal to 4. 4 minus 3 is positive, 4 minus 0 is positive. So clearly, for x is greater than 3, then the values are positive. If x lies in the interval 0 to 3, for example, substitute 1. 1 minus 3 negative, you get a negative sign. So below 0, for example, x is equal to -1. -1 minus 3 by minus, you get a positive sign. So clearly this expression is negative. Where it is negative? X belongs to 0 to 3. Therefore here x belongs to 0 to 3. This is equation 2. Now find a domain of this function. So take intersection of 1 and 2. Therefore domain is what? Intersection of these two. See here, draw the real line and locate the point 3 by 2. This is 1 point something. 1.5. Next one 0, 3. Okay. Now here -infinity comma 3 by 2. Next one 0 comma 3. So clearly what is the intersection part? 0 to 3 by 2. Therefore domain is what? X belongs to open interval 0 comma 3 by 2 closed. This is the domain of given function. So see the last question. Square root of 3 plus x, square root of 3 minus x by x. So you know that root f of x is what? greater than or equals to 0. So apply this. 1 is 3 plus x is greater than or equals to 0. 3 minus x is greater than or equals to 0. And the denominator is what? Not is equals to 0. That is x not is equals to 0. Now this is x is greater than or equal to minus 3. Minus 3 is less than or equal to x. Here 3 is greater than or equal to x. X is less than or equal to 3. And here x is not equal to 0. Now clearly from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. So what is the domain? X belongs to closed interval minus 3 to 3. But here minus 0. So remove 0 from this interval. So this is the domain of given function. So for next session we will discuss more problems.